All right, y'all, welcome back to the vlog. It is Friday, December 6th. My last week's video is currently uploading. So that means that I'm in the clear, storage-wise, to start filming again. So I'm headed to pick up Reagan from school, but I don't know if y'all remember, like a long time ago, for those who have been watching my vlog all year long. I don't remember when it was. Couldn't have been that long ago. I mean, it was August or later because it was when Reagan started school. I walked Reagan from school. Like, I picked her up on foot. I parked at the shopping center, like kind of near school, and then walked to the school. And then we walked back. So I've been wanting to do that like more often, just to get steps, just to get sun, especially now that there's not a lot of sun going on. I mean, she goes out to play at school, but I don't get a lot of sun, and she only gets like that little bit of sun. So anyway, in the afternoons, it's still pretty warm. Like, it's 77 degrees right now. I know, despite the fact that I have a puffer coat on, it's 77 degrees outside. So anyway, she said she wanted to ride her scooter. So I'm going to park at the shopping center, walk to school with her scooter, and let her ride her scooter home. Because we got nothing to do. Like, I can't do this during the week. I could do it on Tuesdays, I guess, but I can't do it during the week because I usually have to go back to work in the afternoon. So we're doing it today. So I looked at my check-ins, which obviously now that's last week's video for you guys. But for me, that's still just this morning. And I did a side-by-side, and I will put that in this video, of my check-ins from this morning and my check-ins from like 2 days out from Ben Weider. I definitely was leaner coming into Ben Weider, but not by much. Not by much. I can't believe I did that show looking like that, to be honest. Like, there's like two parts of this. One part is I'm really proud of the fact that I look the way that I look right now 12 weeks out from a show. The other part of me is saying I cannot believe that I looked like that 2 days out from a show. Because again, I looked better in my other check-in, but not by much. You could really tell the difference in my back, of course. But like, it's wild. So that just, for me, makes it more exciting to just like dial in for this prep to see what I can do. Like, if this is what I look like 12 weeks out. Now I do want to compare my 12 weeks out from now, like today, to like my 12 weeks out from Van, or my 12 weeks out from Arizona, which is really tricky because 12 weeks out from Arizona was only 5 weeks out from Van, 4 weeks out from Van. So obviously 4 weeks out from Van, I looked a lot better than I do currently right now. But I just want to see the comparison. It just makes me excited to feel like, wow, I'm way ahead of what I looked like this season, starting this season for my first show. Let me see what else. There was something else I was going to say. I don't know. Today's just a rest day. Me and Ruben have just been kind of lazy. He's getting over the flu. I think he'll feel completely better tomorrow, but he had a fever the other day. He tested positive for the flu. I actually ordered flu tests. Did you guys know there's at-home flu tests? They're like kind of unofficial, like, they say like they're for emergency use. It was like, I think they came out when COVID was really big because it's like a combo COVID flu test. So anyway, he took a flu test 2 days ago and it was positive, but he has slept for 48 hours straight. Like, he has gotten up for like 20 minutes total during the last 2 days. So he's actually awake and moving and talking and eating today. So I think he feels better. Okay, that's it. I am parking and I am about to go walk to get Reagan. Good morning, everybody. What is it? Today is Saturday the 7th. I think, yeah, Saturday the 7th. Headed to train. As you guys can see, it's already light outside. We pushed our Saturday schedule back by 30 minutes. Amazing. Because I don't know if you guys remember. First off, I'm coming back to this. This morning, I spent like over a minute trying to clean my camera because it looked super foggy. And then I realized I actually need to clean my window. Well, my whole vehicle. I need to go through a car wash. Anyway, I don't know if you guys remember the last Saturday that I trained. It was dark when I was driving to the gym because that's what time I have to drive to the gym. I have to drive to the gym at dark 30. So, that was aggressive. So we pushed back our Saturday schedule, and now it's not dark when I'm driving to the gym, and it's amazing. It's amazing what a little bit of sunshine can do for your mood. Let's see. This morning I was 141.3. So what is that? 0.6, half a pound less than I was yesterday, which I knew that I would be down today because halfway through the day when I got on the scale like after meal 2 or meal 3, and I was already less than what I woke up at. And then before my last meal, I was less than what I woke up at. So yesterday I didn't film. My best friend is in town, my best friend Tasha. So she's in town. She lives in Austin, but she works for FabFitFun, which is based in LA. So she is here for like all these photo shoots and stuff like that, just for stuff. She's like the brand marketing director or something for FabFitFun. So anyway, she drove down from LA and we ate at this place called Urban Cafe. It was delicious. I didn't know it was a chain, but she's like, oh yeah, I've been here before. I'm like, oh, I thought it was just in this town. And I had the ahi tuna salad. It was delicious. And I know y'all are like, Andrea, I thought you were in prep. I am in prep. That's why I had a 260 calorie salad for dinner and not the Baja enchilada soup with focaccia bread that I got Ruben and Reagan, which they said was really good. Anyway, I need this list to come out because now I'm getting antsy. I'm getting antsy, y'all. I don't know how. What year was it? 2020. The Olympia was 2022, so it was the 2023 Arnold. They did not put that list out until like 8 weeks out or something crazy. I'm like, all these people are in prep. You guys know how many people applied. You think these people are not in prep right now? Like, put the list out. So anyway, I really need that list to come out. There was something else that I was gonna say. Oh, I was just gonna like talk through my day, which I still need to figure out what we're gonna do. So I train, and then Reagan has a dentist appointment. So I was originally thinking I'm gonna train and then like we'll all go to the gym, because Kids Club closes at 1. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like we'll be at the gym by 11 or 11:30, whatever. We'll work out until 1. And then I have some stuff to do. We have a staff Christmas party tonight, so I got to cook and get my white elephant, all that stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'll do that in the middle of the day, and then we'll go to this Christmas party tonight. Well, Reagan has a dentist appointment. I didn't know they like automatically schedule your appointments. I don't know. I don't remember scheduling this appointment. I don't know why I would schedule an appointment on a Saturday, but anyway, I got like a text like, your appointment is coming up, and it's like today at 11:30. So I'm like, well, now I have to go to the dentist, which means by the time we're out of the dentist, Kids Club's going to be closed at the gym, which means Ruben and I are going to have to split our time at the gym, which is fine because we don't work out together often anyway. However, like in a tight day, it's better for us to work out at the same time because then like collectively our family only has to spend, 2 hours at the gym. But if we split our time, I go and then he goes and I go, now like our family is working around 4 hours of gym time versus 2 hours of gym time. Now, if we split our time, like he can go to the gym and I'll go grocery shop, like it can work. It's just not ideal. It's just not ideal. So, we'll see. Cause I know he's like, I have to do fasted cardio, but I don't know if he's going to the apartment. I don't know. Now that we're both in prep, it starts to get to that situation where we both have to make sure that we get to the gym. So we have to be super flexible and also like super supportive of the other person, and just like make sure that like if Ruben has to get to the gym for cardio, like I have to make sure that I can support him. So if that means, that usually just means like having Reagan, right? And if I have to get to the gym, he has to make sure that he can support me. Usually that means just getting to the, like just watching Reagan. So anyway, I really don't want to make today a rest day. I do not want today to be a rest day because that means I call this day 1 of my week of my split. That means that I'm going to have to work out next Friday. And I don't want to work out next Friday because I have to train next Friday. Like I have to sub-train for one of my other trainers, which means it just makes my schedule extremely tight. So I really don't want to make day 1 of my split a rest day, especially because I just had 2 rest days in a row. Like day 6 and 7 were rest days, and now I'm on day 1, and that's also going to be a rest day. Like, I don't want to do that. So I got to figure it out. Stay tuned. Good afternoon, everybody. Reagan, stop, please. It's Saturday. Reagan and I are headed to grandma's. We're going to my mom's house just because. So we have our Christmas party, our staff Christmas party tonight, and I baked like a whole chicken, but I need a thermometer to see if it's done. or when it will be done. And I don't have one, so I'm going to my mom's. Going to my mom's to get one. And Reagan hasn't been outside of the house all day today, so she's coming with me. We didn't even put shoes on her. Come on, Reagan. A bird attacked a pigeon. So I think I talked about this on the vlog when we were when we went to SeaWorld. We saw a hawk. I did, because I talked about hawks being in California. We saw the hawk attack a pigeon, y'all. That's Reagan's entire personality now. She talks about it every day. Like, and I'm being completely serious. I'm not exaggerating when I say she talks about it every single day. It is living rent-free in her mind. So what was I gonna say? I don't know. That chicken, y'all, my baked chicken smells so good, but now I feel like I smell like garlic, because that's just like what our house smells like right now. So anyway, I don't know. I shared that, but the chicken looks really good. I might post a pic, let y'all see it. Y'all, look at this. All of this, literally, these however many inches this is, 5-6 inches, is getting cut off. We're gonna find it when the Arnold list comes out. If I'm not on the Arnold list, I'm getting it cut at my next hair appointment. If I am on the Arnold list, I'm gonna get it cut after the Arnold. The only reason I would wait to get it cut is because now that I curl my hair for the stage, if I cut it, it won't be long enough to go over my shoulders if it's curled. So, you know, when you hit your back pose, you move your hair to the side. Now, I mean, of course I could just cut it and wear it straight, but I've been kind of feeling that curly vibe. So obviously when you curl it, your hair gets shorter. Even at Ben Weider, it was a little short, like a couple pieces did fall back onto my back. They didn't like quite make it all the way over my shoulder. But anyway, all that to say is just, if I'm on the Arnold list, I'll cut it after the Arnold. If I'm not on the Arnold list, it's getting cut next time I see that lady. So my mom ordered the Rev Air hair dryer. Now, I don't know if y'all know what that is. I've only ever seen it because one of my friends is like a affiliate for them. And then I clicked on it and like started watching it. And then I just started getting served all these ads for it. So it's just a hair dryer. It's not a blow dryer, but it is a hair dryer. But it's a really expensive hair dryer. But from all the videos that I've seen, including my friend who is an ambassador for it or whatever, it like makes, the whole thing is like make wash day a lot easier, make wash day a lot easier, all this stuff. She got it for Reagan because when Reagan gets her hair braided, she does not like getting her hair blow dried because they have to comb through her tight curls, and she's traumatized. And I had to take her once and I was traumatized by it. The Rev Air will like stretch your hair and dry it without you having to comb through it, like to stretch it out. So anyway, and detangle it. Anyway, my mom got that. And I'm like, well, I mean, this could work on my hair too, because that's literally why I don't do my hair, is because of the blow drying situation. Like after I shampoo my hair, obviously y'all like will always see my hair straight. After my hair is shampooed, it's about this long. So yes, my hair that's past my shoulder blades is this long when it's wet, because the curls are so tight and it's just too much for me to get through. I have too much hair. It's too much. So anyway, I want to try the Rev Air. So I told my mom, like, dang, I might be doing my own hair from now on. That's probably not going to happen. I haven't done my own hair in over a decade. I haven't done my own hair since, I don't know, a long time. I don't know the last time that I like washed my own hair. So anyway, I don't know why I started talking about that, but I'm on my way to the gym. So, okay, trained this morning, went to my mom's to get that meat thermometer. I think I completely overcooked that chicken because I didn't turn off I should have turned off the oven when I went to get the thermometer, because I had a feeling that the chicken was done, but I didn't. And then it cooked for longer. And then I think it was like supposed to be internal temp 155 and it was like 170. It's way overdone. It is what it is. So cooked that, candied some pecans for the salad that I'm bringing. And then I also did baked like barbecue chicken thighs because that's what Ruben wanted. So that's what we're just gonna eat tonight at the Christmas party. Be reasonable. Now again, y'all are probably like, Andrea, you literally just said, probably today, we're not gonna be doing any of this side stuff, blah blah blah. Well, I was wrong. I am eating before I go there, and I'm not gonna be eating like someone's bringing lasagna. I'm not bringing lasagna. Like, I'm only eating food that I bring. I'll tell you that. And I'm not eating dessert. So there are limits to what's happening tonight. But like, yes, I am. Today I'm eating, oh my gosh, today I am eating bone-in chicken with skin. but all day long, like I've been 100% on all day long. So it will just be this one meal that I'm eating chicken thighs or like, you know, chicken leg or whatever instead of boneless, skinless chicken breast. So it's not like I'm going there tonight and I'm gonna have tamales, even though I want tamales because someone's bringing tamales, someone's bringing lumpia. Like, trust me, I want all this stuff, but I committed. Y'all, I committed. Ruben says he's starting prep tomorrow. I think he was supposed to start yesterday, but he didn't. He got the flu. He didn't feel good. He's like, I'm not doing, like, it's not as serious for Ruben as it is for me. Like, he doesn't need 12 full weeks. So he's fine to not start prep. Anyway, I'm just drinking coffee. I normally don't drink coffee before my workouts. I normally drink an energy drink. You guys know that. But I was just in the mood for coffee. So that's what I'm drinking. My me time hazelnut bliss. And some steamed evaporated milk. And it's delicious. It reminds me of my dad. Okay, so workout's over. I didn't get to finish it because we're in a time crunch and I don't mind being late to this party, but I don't want to be the last person there. So it's at 6. She lives about 20 minutes away from us, 17 to be exact. I could have rounded it down to 15 to make it sound closer. Anyway, Google Maps says it's 17 minutes away. So I'm like, party starts at 6. If we leave at 6, I'm okay with that. Or even like 6:15, which is in an hour, but I still have to shower. And realistically, I could have finished. Like, it's my party, and that's what I told Ruben. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be home by this time. He's like, I don't care, it's your party. Like, Ruben's not worried about what time we get there. Ruben's not even worried about what time we get there when it is his party. But he's like, it's your party. Like, we can go there whenever you want. But I just don't like being that late, especially because I just feel like the sooner we get there, the sooner we can leave, and I don't want to be out all night. So anyway, I didn't finish. My elbow is bothering me just a little bit. So I didn't finish. I only did 3 sets of lateral raises instead of 4, and then I completely skipped face pulls. And that's all I had left. But y'all, I was really feeling myself. Like, this is the body that I want to live in. Like, once bodybuilding's over, this is the body that I want. I wouldn't mind being a little thicker than I am right now. But I like feel strong. You can see my muscles, but I'm obviously not peeled. And like I just said, I feel strong. Like, this is like my favorite body to work out in because I feel like I can go pretty heavy, but I also like can do high intensity cardio. I can do cardio without feeling like I'm going to go into cardiac arrest. But anyway, my workout was really good. I am really feeling myself. Like, I know I keep saying like, oh, I'm locked in. Okay, now I'm not locked in. Remember the last time that happened? But like, if I'm on this Arnold list, I'm going to smoke this prep and I am going to look, I already know I'm going to look damn good when I get on that stage.
I do want it to lose his magic. And then he'll not fly away from us.
Mm-hmm. So, how does Santa Claus lose his magic?
So when he doesn't have his hat, he loses his magic and he can't fly.
Yep. That was absolutely correct.
And guess what?
What do reindeers eat?
Carrots and candy.
Okay.
We just passed it.
What does Santa Claus eat?
Cookies.
And
Cookies
what he
and
drink?
milk.
Yep. Do he like Oreos or chocolate chip cookies?
Chocolate chip cookies.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening. It's Sunday. It's 5:30 p.m. I'm headed to Burn to set up for tomorrow's workout. So I trained on Saturday. I can't remember what I said on Saturday, but I didn't set up the gym because I had a lot to do that day, and I was there all morning. I wanted to leave. Thursday nights and Saturdays, I just want to leave once I'm done. So I didn't set up, but it's my responsibility. Like, whoever was the last trainer that's whose responsibility is to make sure that the next trainer walks into a setup gym. So I still got to go set up. I used to do this all the time, like last year, because I would come run my routine practices on Sundays anyway. So I was like, I'm going to come on Sunday anyway, but headed there. It's been a busy last couple days and I have not vlogged any of it. So first off, I think that I mentioned that I saw Tasha, my best friend. Didn't vlog that. She was my maid of honor, like literally one of my best friends in the whole world, and I did not vlog. We did not take a photo. We just sat there and kikied. And then yesterday was our staff Christmas party, which was a lot of fun. The kids were wild. Same thing. Didn't vlog. Didn't have my phone out. I literally had my phone in my fanny pack, sitting down somewhere. Ruben has a couple photos. I took photos with other people on other cameras, but I did not vlog. I did not do anything. My chicken was a hit. I think that I mentioned that. If I didn't, my whole chicken was a hit. And then today we worked out, lifted, felt amazing at the gym. Worked out, did some push-up conditioning. I'm definitely going to be doing that every single time that I go to the gym. So 5 times a week, maybe more. Like I might do that on a day off, but probably not, because I don't like to do push-up conditioning. Like I'm not going to do that on my carpet at home. But did that with the wrist weights. Definitely need to find my weighted vest so I can also do it with a weighted vest. Like, listen, y'all, I got to get in condition for this routine. So all of those like small things that I can do to make it 1% better and easier is what I'm going to do. Then today we went to a birthday party, one of the kids at the gym. Same thing, didn't vlog, but I did. They're like gym people. So they had like a taco bar, and they had like this grilled steak and grilled chicken. So that was fantastic. And then they're like, we have so much left over. Like, will you guys please take this home? And people like weren't taking it home. And I said, oh, you do not have to ask me twice. You want to send me home with some of your grilled meat? Absolutely. Thank you. So yeah, now headed to Burn to go set up the gym. Reagan's asleep in the back. Ruben's at home posing with a client or something like that. And yeah, I'm just like excited for another week of prep and hoping that this Arnold list comes out this week. So my goal, it's loose, right? Like the scale isn't everything, but I would like to hit 138 by my check-in this Friday. Because if I can be 138, so that puts me basically like 8 to 12, depending on really how peeled we're going to get and how much muscle I maintain, et cetera, et cetera. By the way, if I lose 12, okay, let me say what I'm going to say, and then I'll give some context to the numbers. 8 to 12 pounds, needing to lose that much weight. What am I trying to say? Y'all, I can't think straight. I'll be 8 to 12 pounds away from my stage weight at 11 weeks out, which is pretty good, especially for me. So what I was saying with the 8 to 12. So if I'm 138, if I lose only 8 pounds of fat, obviously this is always assuming fat. If I lose only 8 pounds, that gets me to pretty much like my normal. I'd say that 130 is like pretty standard for me. I was 130 at Titans. Like 130 is like pretty standard. If I lose 10 pounds, that gets me to 128, which is usually, you know, when I'm super like tight, but I also like probably am a little flat at that point. LOL, my phone died last night. So this is the second time that this has happened with my phone, where the charging port like completely just stops working. So my phone died last night, and my car charger wasn't working, and I thought it was my car. Like I'm like Googling, I'm asking Ruben, like, do you think I need to get my car battery changed? Like none of my charging ports are working, none of my cords are working. And I didn't think like plug in something else. I just plugged everything into my phone. Like I used multiple cords, multiple ports, but I plugged them all into my phone and nothing was working. So then I was like, well, whatever, I'll just charge it when I get to the gym. And then I got to the gym and it also wouldn't charge at the gym. So then I was like, oh, it's my phone. And then sure enough, I plugged in my headphones in my car and my headphones are charging just fine. Anyway, all that to say, my phone died last night. So my phone will charge wirelessly. This is the second time this has happened. So I got to go to Verizon today. But what I was saying last night before my phone died, I was saying, I was talking about how much weight that I have to lose. So 8 pounds gets me to 130. That's pretty standard. 10 pounds gets me to 128, which is obviously it's lighter, but it generally is just flatter, like not necessarily tighter, but could be tighter. I was saying if I lose 12 pounds, that really is just me setting goals. Like if I can lose 12 pounds of fat, I've never, not in my like professional career at least, been near 126. Like 128 is the lowest I've ever seen during a prep, like as a pro. At least in the last couple of years, like maybe my first season, but because I was like not muscular at all, but I don't remember. But back then I wasn't tracking like in a spreadsheet, so I don't know. I would have to like go back and see. It's not as easily accessible to me. But as far as I can remember, I have never been lower than 128 as a pro. So me saying like, oh, I could lose up to 12 pounds and setting my goal, like my stage weight goal for 126, that is me like goal setting of like projecting that I lose more fat during this prep or like get leaner, lower body fat percentage than I have ever gotten. So it's like, yes, I could lose that much weight, but I don't even know actually like if that number, I don't know what that number looks like because I've never even been that low, but I also know that at 128 to 130, I still do have fat to lose. So all that to say, we're trying to get, in my mind, I would love to see 138 by the end of this week. Let's see what we got going on today. Reagan had all of her stuff this morning, dropped her off. Now I'm headed to the joint. After the joint, I am going to go to Powerhouse and, lift. I got back and shoulders today. I think it has to be back. Every other day is back day. So it's probably back day. I think it's back and shoulders. And then, of course, handstands, push-up conditioning, like I said. Then what else do I have to do? Just other stuff. I got to do a grocery pickup order, which I'm going to send my order while I'm at the joint so that I can just pick it up after the gym. I would like to clean out my car, but that's probably not going to happen today just because it's like not a high enough priority for me to try to squeeze it into my day. When there's things like going to Verizon to get my phone fixed are things that like kind of need to happen soon. Of course, like I said, it does charge wirelessly, so it's not like my phone doesn't turn on. Obviously, I'm using my phone right now, but like I need to get my phone fixed. So phone getting fixed is a higher priority than getting my car, like cleaning out my car and washing my car, all that stuff. So might do that today, might not. We're gonna find out. What else do I have to do? I sent Ruben a whole list of things I need to do. I said, this is what I need to do today. Let me know if you want to come along for any of this stuff. And he said, no thanks. Go live your life. See you later. And then I am going to burn boot camp in Costa Mesa with my mom today. So she's on this mission to go to 50 burn locations this year. And she's at like, I think she's at like 40 or, she's getting close, right? It's mid-December. It's almost the end of the year. She's getting close. So we are going to Costa Mesa today. We're going to San Marcos tomorrow. Those are, for those who know California, you know what I'm talking about. But if you don't know California, these are just different cities in Southern California. They're all within an hour. Costa Mesa today, San Marcos tomorrow. And then she's going to do a Vegas trip and a Atlanta trip. She's going to Atlanta to visit her family, but she's like, well, I'm going to squeeze in some burn boot camp trips while I'm there too. So I'm going to go do that with my mom. And I think that's it. I don't know. I got a little bit of Christmas shopping done. I know what I want to get Ruben, but I'm also like, I'm making Ruben's wish list for our family, what's it called? Secret Santa, because we do Secret Santa. We don't buy everybody gifts. We don't have time for that. We do Secret Santa. And people never update their wish list. They make it impossible for people to shop for them. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make your wish list. So the item that I was going to get Ruben, I'm like, I might as well put that on his wish list so somebody else will get it for him. But then I'm like, but what if I put that on his wish list and maybe like put some other things on his wish list and then they don't get that item? So I don't know. I know what I want. I know one thing that I want for Ruben to receive for Christmas. I just have to think of if I'm going to buy it or if I'm going to put it on his wish list and hope that somebody else buys it. Which I'm not going to say it on here. He doesn't watch all my videos, but he does watch some of my videos, so I don't want to leak it. Let's see. I think that's it. I did a little bit of Christmas shopping, like I said. I told Reagan was putting me through it this morning, and I said, Reagan, you need to start following directions, blah, blah, blah. The normal. I'm going to call Santa. She's like, no. And I had to keep it real. I said, Reagan, Santa gets you one gift. One. I said, you want to know where the rest of your presents that go under the tree come from? Mommy and Daddy. So if you want to get some presents, you need to start listening. And the way that she looked at me completely stunned when I told her that her parents actually are the ones who get her most of the gifts, I do not care. Not like I took away the Christmas magic completely, but I'm like, girl, I don't know why you are so fast to behave for Santa, who gets you presents once a year, when you know that Mommy and Daddy get you presents daily. That's the problem, is we buy her shit every single day. We've spoiled her. And also she's 4. I think this is just how 4-year-olds are. But I told her this morning, I said, Reagan, if you want me to buy you anything for Christmas, you better start listening. These kids. I can't. Anyway. Let's see. I think that's it. I'm about to get my back cracked and then go ruin it all by going to Powerhouse and hitting back. So I'm at Walmart getting just stuff, and I'm dying because I just walked past a display for a vacuum, and I took a picture of it because we don't have a vacuum currently. So I took a picture of it just to, you know, so I can show Ruben, hey, should we get this, whatever. And the thing's like last minute gifts, and I'm like, last minute? This is the very first minute of my Christmas shopping. I'm not one of those people who has all the Christmas presents wrapped by December 1st. I live for the rush of a Christmas Eve haul. Like, I hate Black Friday. Well, the old Black Friday. I hated that. But Christmas Eve, I love the rush. So no, I do not consider December 9th last minute shopping. All right, guys, what's happening? It's Tuesday afternoon. First off, clearly I did not go get my car washed. Look at how dirty this is. Like, I don't know if y'all can tell, but this is extremely messy, like foggy, dusty, I don't know. And also, I feel like there's something going on with my camera because I feel like I have to chronically clean it, but I also can't tell if it's just the lighting. Anyway, it is what it is. Okay, so I trained, had our leadership meeting, all of our normal Tuesday morning activities, headed home now. Okay, the Arnold list is coming out on Friday. They have officially posted. I opened up Instagram, and the very first post was that. Of course, my inbox already had a message from Allison sharing that post, and already a message from, like, in our little fitness group chat saying Arnold list is coming out on Friday. So she's in prep. I am starving. Now, my food's not low. Like, my food's not super low. Like, I'm in a deficit, but I'm not, like, dying. However, I am just so hungry. I don't even know why I'm so hungry. I think just because my activity, I just spilled water everywhere. My activity has gone up. So I think I'm just burning through calories faster. So again, the food's not super low, but the activity is higher. So yeah, I mean, I'm nervous, you guys. Like, I'm nervous for any outcome. I'm nervous that I'm not going to be on the list, and I'm going to be disappointed, because I am going to be disappointed if I'm not on this list. But I'm nervous if I am on the list, because it's the Arnold. Like, I'm going to be nervous to compete. Like, I'm nervous about having to do an entire prep, especially because I know that the level of effort that I'm putting in, like, I'm going to be tired. I'm not going to feel great. I'm going to be exhausted. I'm going to have, brain fog, and I'm going to be lightheaded. all of the things that come along with really working really hard in a prep. I know that I'm going to have to go through that again. And I also know that what am I trying to say? Because I avoid those things sometimes, right? Like, in some of my preps, I'm not willing to be that uncomfortable, right? That's the whole thing that we had this past year. Like, the whole area of growth was, like, get uncomfortable, get seriously uncomfortable. So I've never been, like, nervous for a prep, because I've always known deep down I'm not going to get that uncomfortable. But knowing that I'm going to, like, really put everything into this prep, assuming I'm on this list, it makes me nervous, because I know that I'm going to be uncomfortable. So it's just like when you're about to do a full out. Like, you already know that it's not going to be comfortable. You know it's going to be hard, but you still have to do it, like, willingly. So that's just how I feel. So I want to be on the list. I want to be on the list. But I'm also like, oh my gosh, I'm scared to be on the list. But then I'm like, who else is going to be on the list? Like, I don't know. Anyway, that's that. Tomorrow I train all day. It's my day off. That doesn't make any sense. I train all day. It's my rest day from the gym. So I'm looking forward to that, because I do my split is like 5 in a row and then 2 days off. By that fifth day, which is tomorrow. Honestly, by today, I'm on day 4. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. So anyway, that's that. Just want to check in, talk about that. I started my period today. I was a few days early. So I was wondering, I was like, dang, like, I know I wasn't perfect, but why is the scale doing what it's doing? Well, and then I started my period. So I'm like, oh, okay, good. So I don't know if I'll be 138 by this week's check-ins just because I'm on my period, but I might be. But again, I don't know, you guys. I'm nervous. Good morning, everybody. It is freezing. That's what it is. 41 degrees outside. And I don't have a sweatshirt on because I don't know what my problem is. I think I have a jacket in this car. I keep one at the gym, so I know that I have that. Oh, bang, bang. Let's go. Mom gave me my little Snuggie situation. I picked up towels from her house last night, and she put my Snuggie in there. It's my lucky day. Anyway, I keep a sweatshirt at the gym, like, just in case I forget one. And this morning, I just couldn't find one that I wanted to wear. So I was like, I'll just wear the one at the gym. But that doesn't make me warm right now. Luckily, I got my Snuggie. Okay. 138.8 this morning. That was a lot lower than I thought it was going to be. I went to bed at 1:41. I do think it was a little bit of scale hacking. I mean, I ate. I'm just trying to think, like, I just feel like I was hungry when I went to bed, which makes me feel like I hacked the scale, like stopped eating super early, but that's not actually true. I ate a meal, we watched a movie, and then I went to bed. I think I just, like I said yesterday or whatever day, I think my metabolism is just starting to move because I'm adding this activity in, because I like wasn't working out consistently, and now I am. So I just feel like I'm getting hungrier a lot faster. Okay, let me adjust this. Okay, so anyway, before I said, yeah, obviously if I stop eating at 6 p.m., of course I'm gonna wake up super late the next morning because I went 12 hours without eating. But it wasn't that early. I mean, it was like 8 p.m. when I ate. I just stayed up, like I said, stayed up. We watched a movie, and then I went to bed. But I definitely was hungry when I went to bed. So anyway, I'm happy with 138.8. Sorry about this lighting. My front camera, I think there's a scratch on it. I think that's why my front camera is like never clear, because I discovered that I have a scratch on my wide angle lens as well. So like, we all, whether you have an iPhone or a Galaxy or whatever other phones you have, like at this point now, all of our cameras are like multiple lenses, right? So I have 3 lenses on mine, and I don't know what I thought they were. I didn't realize they were different angles, right? So when I am in the normal zoom, it uses the middle. I have 3 lenses that are 1, 2, 3, like a stoplight. When I'm on the normal zoom, it's the middle lens. When I'm on the wide angle, which is what I film like my routines on, so I can see the whole fitness room, that's the top lens. When I zoom in, that's the bottom lens. So anyway, my top lens has a scratch on it. So I always wonder, like, why is this so, like, why is the lighting so weird? Why is there all this reflection and all this stuff? It's because I have a scratch on that lens, and I think that I might have like some scratches on my front camera too. Anyway, I am I'm gonna go to Verizon today and get this phone fixed. I've just been using the wireless charging for the last couple days, but I need to get a new phone. So I'm gonna go to Verizon today so they can be like, okay, we're gonna send you a new phone. This phone is 2 payments away from being paid for, which means my bill is going to go down by $60, which is amazing. Ruben got a new phone. He's only on his 2nd payment of that phone. I'm like, oh my gosh, we've been paying for this for years. Like, do y'all do that? Like, I think that's what most people do. You sign a contract for Verizon, right? It used to be that you would get the phone and you sign the contract. You get the phone, quote, for free, and you sign the contract. But now it's like, obviously, they just split the payment of the phone over your monthly bills for 2 years. Do people just buy phones, or does everybody just add it to their bill? I thought that people just add it to their bill. I've never like even known any other thing, but I also know that, I don't know, maybe people who don't feel like doing that, they're like, oh, I just want to buy a new phone. Anyway, I don't know. I just know that I'm not even done paying for this phone, and I've already had to replace it once, and now it's about to be twice. So thanks, Galaxy. Thanks for nothing. Actually, I'm not going to slander Galaxy to give y'all justification and say, well, that's why you should get an iPhone. No, I've had an iPhone, you guys. Just so you know, I've had an iPhone. When I worked in corporate, did you guys know I worked in corporate? I mean, corporate cheerleading. When I worked for Varsity in the office, I'm going to turn on the lights. I had an iPhone. Like, that was my work phone. And then obviously I had my personal phone. So I had an iPhone for several years at the same time as I had a Galaxy. And I can confirm that Galaxy is better. For me. As for you and your house, you can serve Apple. But we got Galaxy something here. Anyway, I'm just rambling. I'm tired. I don't feel great. I started my period yesterday, which was like 2 days early, 3 days early, according to my app. And my immune system, she is fighting. Reagan had the flu the week of Thanksgiving. Ruben's like just getting over the flu. And I like tried to stay away. I don't think I'm getting the flu, but I think that my body is like battling. So I'm just like achy. Like I said, could be PMS, but also I've been in the home with people with the flu for the last 2 weeks. So Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna drink my coffee in silence. I didn't add anything of substance to this video. My Garmin gets here tomorrow. I'm so excited. Also, today is my dad's birthday. That's actually what I wanted to start with. What I was doing right before I got on here was looking at photos of my dad and Reagan's best friend. It's crazy. Like, my dad would have been, what year is it? 2024? 57. He was only in his 50s. Like, that's crazy. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy. 50 is so young. I know this like took a turn, obviously. But I was like talking to Ruben a while ago just about stuff like health and, hey, I need you to go to the doctor. I need you to go like do these things. Like, you're a middle-aged man now. And I'm like, you know, both of our dads died in their 50s. Like, it's crazy. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. That's all I can say about it. Like, that's all the words that I have to say about it. Today is Dad's birthday. My mom's birthday is in a couple of days. And I guess that's it. For real. Now I'm gonna really drink my coffee. My me time coffee. Misto. For the next however long I have until I get to the gym. Reagan, get your hands off Grandma's plate. This chick's out of control. Okay, this will be my maybe second to last video before I end this video, or like before tomorrow, which is check-in day, and also the day we get the Arnold list. So nothing really major, actually. I'm just going to get Reagan from school. It's chilly. I wish I had something else a little warmer on, like a puffy jacket or something. Anyway, so the list comes out tomorrow. I work all morning long, so I feel like I'm gonna like train and then come to my phone and have a lot of notifications about if I'm on it or if I'm not on it. Let's see, my watch was delivered. We were going to get the registration done for Ruben's car, and I got a thing that was like, your thing is 6 stops away. So I was like, oh my gosh, it's probably gonna be there by the time I get back to the apartment, because I had to drop him off and then come get Reagan. So I dropped him off, and I thought about going to the front door, because our garage and our front door are like not on the same side. I thought about going to the front door to see if it was delivered, but I didn't. I was like, whatever, I gotta go get Reagan. I'm already kind of running late. And then I got to the school and I checked and saw that it was delivered. I'm like, ugh, I could have been sitting in this car messing around with this watch already, but it's okay. I'll do it as soon as I get home. I'm very excited about that. Let's see. I feel a lot better. I still definitely feel like I'm fighting something. I think my immune system is just like working overdrive because Reagan and Ruben were just sick. And then, like I said, I'm on my period, so I just don't feel great, but feeling better than I did a couple days ago. We went out to eat for Dad's birthday last night. Just got steak and salad from Sizzler. Sizzler is my dad's favorite restaurant. And I don't know if y'all have Sizzler where you all live. It's like an old school steakhouse. It's like been around forever. I don't know. But they've like upgraded. They're actually really nice. Anyway, Dad loves Sizzler, so that's where we went. It's good. Just a good day yesterday. It was a lighter day than I thought it was going to be. So that was really nice because I was expecting it to be pretty heavy. There is like a thing this weekend that I'm going to at the cemetery. They like put wreaths on all the veterans, on all of their graves. And so they usually have volunteers do it, but like you can also sign up to place your own wreath like on the veteran that you want to. So mom has work, but me and my little brother are gonna go place a wreath on my dad's headstone. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping that it's a happy experience. So yeah, that's it. Here, get Reagan. I'll show you all my watch when I have it up and running. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It is Arnold list day. It is check-in day. All of the above. I am headed to train, so I normally train. Oh, my chapstick is like empty. Y'all, one thing about me, I'm gonna finish a chapstick. Can y'all see that? It's completely empty. Do I have a backup? I do have a backup. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, I normally train the early mornings. right? Like I'm normally going to work and it's dark on Friday. However, one of my trainers needed a sub, so I got a sub for my shift and I'm covering her shift. Shifts, training all day today. Check-ins look pretty good this morning. I was 138.8, so that's pretty good. I mean, it's a high 138s, but I did say like I'm just hoping to get into the 138s by this check-in. Especially because I think I'm like at the end of my period. I don't know. I hope I'm at the end of my period because I'm not wearing I'm only wearing period underwear today. And I only do that like either overnight or on days that I expect to be very light. So hopefully I'm right about that. Anyway, it's also my mom's birthday. 62 years young. Do you guys know that's what 62-year-olds look like, by the way? I remember when I was training at Burn Boot Camp, I'm sidebarring and then I'm going to come back to bodybuilding. I remember when I was training at Burn Boot Camp in Collierville, and I remember some lady had a birthday and she was in her 60s, and I was like, is this what 60-year-olds look like? And I just remember thinking, you know what? I actually think this is what we're supposed to, like, I think this is actually what the standard is supposed to be. I think people are just aging very quickly because of how they treat their bodies. Like, I think that this actually is the baseline. I think we just think it looks young because of the way that we treat our bodies as a default, like the standard American diet. Most people are not getting like the recommended amount of exercise, like fruits, vegetables, whatever. But like, so when I look at my mom and people are like, oh my gosh, she looks great for 62. I'm like, does she look great for 62? Or do most of you just look like old for 62? That's what I actually think it is. Anyway, it's her 62nd birthday. It's crazy. So she'll be coming to boot camp today, which means we got 62, not burpees, 62 something. She's like, I'm going to do jumping jacks for my birthday. Mom, we are not doing 62 jumping jacks. It's arm day. We'll do 62 bicep curls or something. Anyway, okay, bodybuilding. Let's see. The list comes out today. Probably by the time I'm on this camera next, the list will be out. So I'll tell y'all who I think applied. Obviously, I know Jacqueline applied. I know that I applied. I know that Kristen Pope applied. I know that Michelle Gales applied. I know that Anya applied. These are people who have stated very publicly on their social media, I have applied for the Arnold. I also think that Amber Steffen applied. She didn't say that she applied, but she had a pretty good season. And she's been posting a lot of skills and stuff. And honestly, Amber's always in shape. So like just by looking at her, I'm like, yeah, you can probably compete tomorrow. I think Amber probably applied. I don't know if Ariel, I don't think that the defending champion has to apply, but she did take off time for her neck. So I just don't know, like, is her neck still injured? Is she planning to still compete? Her old coach, Jacob Jacoby, posted her and was like, oh, would love to see her get a fourth, but it wasn't like he was saying that she was competing again. He was more just like saying like, I'm a fan of this girl's and would love to see her get a fourth. Like, I don't know. It didn't seem like it was a statement that she was definitely competing again. I know Tam applied. I know Shelly applied. I assume Arika applied because she's someone who, she's done the Arnold several times and she's someone, again, who stays within striking distance of what she tends to look like on stage. Who else? I don't know. I know Danielle DaCosta applied. So there's 12 spots. It's usually, the returning champion is one. The last year's amateur winner, so who turned pro at the Arnold Amateur, they get an automatic invite to the Arnold Pro the next year, the Arnold Classic the next year. However, there was no fitness pro. Like, nobody turned pro in fitness last year because they only had 2 competitors and you have to have 5 to award a pro card at the Arnold. So there's not going to be like that amateur spot taken. So there's 11 spots. Obviously, Jacqueline's going to get in. I assume, obviously, Shelly and Tam, because they were both top 6 at the Olympia. So that makes 3. If Ariel apply, or if Ariel, like, whatever, says she's going to do it, that makes 4. I don't know. Michelle and Amber are both Olympians who competed more than once last year. So that makes 6. I think that I should get in. I competed a lot and I ranked a lot. I didn't obviously make it to the Olympia, but I had a lot of second places, so that makes 7. I don't know. I don't know any European girls that applied though. Or like, I shouldn't just say European. I should say any international and when I say international, I mean outside of, oh my gosh, I hate this. We're going to find out, y'all. I'm terrified. Anyway, check-ins this morning. Let's talk about it. Pretty good. I didn't compare them to last week's, but they look pretty good. Like I said, obviously 138.8, so I've come down a couple pounds since last week, or like a pound and a half. This week was really good in the gym, although, like I said, I started my period and I did not feel good. Like, you can still hear it in my voice. So I did take, like, I didn't do my last day of my lifting split. I just took another rest day on Wednesday. So Thursday and Friday are already my rest days. I also rested on Wednesday. And I still haven't been doing my cardio. I got to figure out my schedule, because post-lifting cardio is just very challenging for me to get in. Like, even if it's only 15 minutes, I just usually don't have that kind of time at the gym. Like, I don't have time to lift and do skills and to do cardio. Like, most of the times during all of my other preps, like this year, I was doing cardio and lifting at two completely different times. That I was going to the gym twice, once to do cardio and once to lift. So now that I'm supposed to be doing cardio during my lifting session, it just hasn't happened a single time. So I need to talk to Ruben about it, and see, like, you know, I don't know. It basically is going to come down to, I either need to not have post lifting cardio, or we're going to need to figure out a schedule that I can go to the gym without Reagan, because that's always the situation. That's always my time constraint, or most of the times that's my time constraint, is that I'm running out of time in kids club and I have to go get Reagan and I can't spend another 15 minutes at the gym. The last 2 times I've gone to the gym, I picked her up like exactly at the time, or like 1 minute after, and she's the last girl in there and I'm overtime. So I got to figure that out. And I'm also like not willing to sacrifice my skill practice at the end of my workouts just to do cardio. Not just to do cardio, but like, I'm not willing to sacrifice skills for cardio. So I've been sacrificing cardio for skills, but the reality is I have to do both. I can't sacrifice either. So just got to figure out that situation, but we're going to find out in a couple hours if that's even something that I need to be thinking about, or if I'm going to go live my life and do whatever I feel like doing at the gym, because I'm not on the list for Arnold. I don't know. Anyway, like I said, my check-ins look pretty good. I didn't spend a lot of time looking at them, but I did hold my poses a lot longer. I had a nightmare that I was on stage at the Arnold. We're like doing comparisons, doing quarter turns, and someone who I'm not going to say who, because I don't want it to seem like I'm like hating on, like talking shit about that person. It's literally just a person in my dream. I was next to this person on stage, and she started cramping and couldn't hold her poses and ran off stage. And I was like, I gotta start practicing my posing a lot more. Like, I pose, but even last time, I think when it was in my Ben Weider prep, when I was like, I watched this thing from Brandon Hendrickson, and he said I needed to be doing more posing, and I'm going to start doing more posing. I did start doing more posing, but still not nearly enough. So I need to, like, I've been doing my vacuum, so I'm very proud of that. I haven't, like, forgotten about my vacuums, but I definitely need to start posing every single day. I do not pose every single day. I pose once or twice a week. I pose once or twice a week right now. Heavy on the once. So if I'm on this list, I definitely need to start posing literally every single day, even if it's just 5 minutes every single day. One day I'll dedicate 30, 40 minutes to it, but I need to start posing every single day, because I don't want to get outposed on the Arnold stage, especially because, like, I think if the people that are on the list, that I think are on the list, are on the list, I'm just thinking about me standing next to Kristen Pope, me standing next to Michelle Gales, me standing next to Amber Steffen. Like, these are people that in a lot of cases come in with better physiques than me. Well, I don't know, my conditioning was better than Kristen's last time. And I think that I could, be in better condition than Michelle. But in general, these are people where I think it depends on a lot of things. I don't think that any of those 3 people are going to smash me every time. I mean, Amber's conditioning is like off the charts every single time, but I mean, I have a better shape than her. Like, Michelle Gales beat her at Tampa in the physique round with not nearly as good of conditioning. On the flip side, Michelle has been beaten by people with better conditioning than her, who are not as muscular. Same thing with Pope. She's kind of like the middle of the two. Like, I feel like me and Kristen Pope are kind of like yin and yang as far as like muscularity conditioning. She is more muscular and doesn't always come in with amazing conditioning, but kind of is like a good balance of both. And I'm the flip side of that. I'm like usually come in with pretty good conditioning. I'm more conditioned, but not as good of muscularity. But I feel like we're both in the middle. Anyway, all that to say is I think a lot of it could come down to posing conditioning. If you're fading on stage, like move to the left. Anyway, I don't even know if any of that made sense, if any of those thoughts were connected. I have a lot going on in my mind right now. I have a lot of analyses happening for someone who doesn't even know who's going to be competing on this show. Anyway, I have like 3 more minutes on my drive to the gym, and the sun is driving me insane. Andre, why don't you have sunglasses on? Because my Quay sunglasses, the screws are so loose that they don't even stay on my head anymore. And I got a sunglass repair kit, or like a glasses repair kit. But the little, not that I need to like show you guys this, but I will anyway. This little thing, it's not thin enough to fit inside of the screws, to fit inside of the screws of the Quay sunglasses. So, you know, y'all are not going to be able to see this, but they have like the thing, they're screws. The Quay ones are so thin that the screwdriver is too wide for them. Like the sunglass repair kit screwdriver is too big for them. So I'm like, how do I repair these? Do I just have to buy a new pair? Is that part of their thing? Is they make their screws so small that you can't repair them and you just have to buy a new pair? Because it won't be me. I'll be on Temu buying $3 sunglasses. I love my Quays, not enough to buy another $40 pair just because they don't fit my head anymore. Anyway, that's that. Burn boot camp. This is not junk today. And I can tell it's not junk because it keeps sliding. It's irritating me. Anyway, that's all. Got my watch. She's cute. Majorly overestimates my steps though. Majorly overestimates my steps because of how much arm movement I do while I'm at the gym. It said I got like 9,000 steps yesterday while I was training, and I was just like, I mean, maybe I did. I am running around that gym a lot, but I also was like, no, I think I just moved my arms 9,000 times. Anyway, I'll put my check-ins, and then the next video will be me telling you guys if I'm on the Arnold list or not. Y'all, she was picked. I got picked. Should have known Michaela was going to apply. Kaale Pavliova. You know, I was talking about the non-North American girl. My chops. The non-North American girls. I should have known Michaela would apply. She was picked. Okay, so let's go down this list. It's 12 people. First off, I'm a little irritated, kind of bummed that on the banner, like the poster that they announced it, they have my name wrong. They have my name on another girl's picture and her name on my picture. And I'm like, this sucks. Like, it's my first Arnold, only Arnold, and my name's not right. Like, when I share this, like, my name's not even the name on my picture. Like, it's kind of a bummer. I did comment, and I said, I hope we can get an updated graphic with my name correctly on my photo. Okay, so Jacqueline, Ariel is doing it. Jacqueline, Ariel, Tam, Shelly. I already knew those people were going to do it. Well, I didn't know Ariel was going to do it, but obviously I knew that if she decided to do it, she would be on the list. So Jacqueline, Ariel, Tam, Shelly, Michaela, Michelle Gales, me, Amber Steffen, Kristen Pope, Renee, which is the one whose name is on my photo. She usually does like the Masters shows. Who else? Mina Pujalati, I think is her last name. She didn't compete in any like regular season last year, but she's like the reigning Masters Olympia champion. And then, did I say Amber Steffen already? Is that 12? Let me go back through this, sorry. Jacqueline, Ariel, Tam, Shelly, Michelle, me, Amber, Michaela, Kristen Pope, Renee, Mina, and then Tiffany Chandler, who didn't do anything last year actually but the Arnold and the Olympia. So I'm actually kind of surprised that she got picked. I'm not surprised that she got picked, like, because she did rank at the Arnold last year, I think, but she didn't compete in anything last year. But I mean, if the other people that applied, I know Danielle Da Costa applied, but she hasn't competed in 2 years. I don't know if Erika applied, but you know, she sometimes ranks, sometimes doesn't. Like Anya, same thing, didn't compete that much last year. So, I mean, I was surprised to see Tiffany on the list, but I mean, Tiffany is, in my opinion, she's like someone that is like kind of an OG of our division. Not an OG, but kind of. She's like one of the fitness moms that I consider like one of the classics. So, not surprised. I'm super excited. It is a stacked lineup. It is a stacked lineup. Like, when I was in my mind making up who I thought was going to be on this list, I was like, oh my gosh, I could rank. She's probably not going to rank. Listen. I'm going to give this my all. I still expect to have a personal best by miles. I'm going to have the best prep of my entire life. However, this lineup is just insanity. It just is what it is, which is amazing. Like, I don't mind if it's my best, if it's my absolute best. I don't mind getting last place in this lineup. I'm not trying for last place. I'm still trying for a top 5, a top 10 out of 12. But the reality is that this lineup is completely insane, very decorated. So I'm honestly, truly just very excited to be picked with this group of people. I'm so excited. I can't believe this. Ruben did not get picked. I didn't even look at the men's physique lineup. I just saw that Ruben texted me. I was training. I saw that Ruben texted me and said he didn't get picked. I have no water in here. I know he's kind of bummed about that. So we're going to kind of chat through game plan. But he also didn't compete that much last year. He only did 2 shows. And he only won one of those. Oh no, he did 3 shows and he only won one of them. So, you know, on paper, Ruben didn't have a great season last year. So, sorry, I was looking at this person getting over. So, you know, when a lot of people apply, which men's physique, I think a lot of people applied, you know, it just is what it is. So anyway, headed home. I'm going to try not to talk at all for the rest of this afternoon until I have to go train. Then I have to go back and train.